Hello and salutations and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we did some stuff and things and then made our way here to the Zora place. Also, the chick's gone. I never realized she actually disappears entirely. That's disappointing. Hello, Mr. Moon. How are you doing today? Your face is kind of blocked, but you know, whatever. We awakened the turtle, so that was pretty neat, and then we found out that that's the way we're gonna get to the next temple. That was a concise little summary of absolutely dick, to be honest with you, but you know what, it works, we'll roll with it. Yes, we are going to be starting the next temple in the game, the Great Bay Temple, as it is, with a nice little cutscene on Turtle's back. Turtles are my favorite animals, so I'm okay with this. Tornadoes are my favorite animals, so I'm okay with... No, just no. Wow. You know, I really kind of expected more out of the legendary Gerudo pirate ladies. It's a rowboat. How'd you expect that to go, exactly? Not... You guys all have, like, 2 screams between the 4 of you. I don't really know how you guys expected that to go, because not well. Not well at all. So we got a turtle, so we were able to, I guess, go underwater, maybe? Probably? Yes, whatever. Great Bay Temple! Yip, hop, scoop, and do. So, yes, this is the next temple in the game. The third temple in the game. He's not going anywhere, Link. You ain't got to wave to him. It's gonna be alright. We're not gonna leave you alone. Third temple in the game. Not my favorite temple, as I've talked about before. For various reasons. Most of the reasons addressed... Oh, also, I put a fairy in a bottle, by the way, between episodes. I didn't mention that, but yes, there is a fairy in my bottle. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get the other bottle out and get this other fairy, too. Why not? You can never have enough fairies. I usually don't make quite a big... Where did the fairy go? No, I don't! Oh, God, I released the fairy I had. That was dumb. This is not going as well as I'd hoped. You know what? I broke even. I'm alright with that. A lot of the issues I have with this temple were addressed in the 3DS version, so I'm going to get that out of the way. 3DS version makes this one a whole lot better. It really, really does. The biggest issue is because we are... Spoilers. Spoilers? You guys okay being spoiled? Okay, just make sure. We don't have any Deku sticks, by the way, to light these braziers, so we're going to have to go old school and use fire arrows. Fire arrows. Thank you, jeez. Yeah, stuff and things and reasons. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, the spoilers, we are gonna end up getting another special arrow. Oops, that was not even close, John. We are gonna get another special arrow in this dungeon, and a lot of the mechanics of this dungeon actually require switching back and forth from the fire arrow to the other arrow we're gonna be getting, probably in this episode. It's really annoying, because it plays a little cinematic and all that stuff, and it's just not fun times, to be honest with you. It's quite bad. It's especially bad in this dungeon, for various reasons, but they did fix that in the 3DS version, so... A lot of the complaining I'm probably going to do in this segment... Whoa, that's a huge one! Thank you, fairy! That's exactly what we needed. A lot of the complaining I'm going to end up doing in this dungeon, keep in mind that a lot of it actually ends up being... not quite as valid. I heard you, stray fairy. Oh, there you are. Okay, just make sure. I don't think you can get away from me. I am the ultimate, the leader of all the stray. Get back here. Come here. Look, all right, you stray fairies caused me enough heartache already. I don't need this again. We will be going as soon as we finish the dungeon. We will be going and turning in the fairies in that episode. I'm not waiting between episodes again because that's how I made the last mistake. And darn it, I learned from my mistakes. All right. I will not be doing that over. No. I refuse. I absolutely refuse. Alright. So we need to go down here and press the switch, which is going to be a pretty common theme in this dungeon. Pressing, or flipping switches, rather. Pushing switch, whatever. You guys know what I mean. We're going to switch things on and off. When I was young and I played through this dungeon, or this game, excuse me, this was actually the dungeon that made me quit playing the game for a long time. When I say young, I mean like when the game first came out. I actually did not, as much, even though this is my favorite Zelda game now, when it first came out, I did not like this game. I know, surprising. It's not like that's common. Fairy, I saw you down there. How dare you think you can get away from me? Come here. Come. Thank you. Yee-hoo. Yeah, I didn't like this game that much when it first came out, oddly enough. My opinion obviously changed. Now it's my favorite game ever. But when it came out, I don't know if I was just like... I didn't get a lot of the more subtle parts of the game. I was young and dumb. Good job giving yourself a concussion. Zoralink. Or Zlink, as I would like to call you. I don't call him that. I should, though. It's funny, so I should. But I'm not going to. Also, that's not how water works, I'm pretty sure. But, I mean... You know what? I'm not even going to bother complaining about it at this point. I don't really see the reason to. It's just not worth the breath. I get it. That huge water wheel is powering this thing. Thank you, Navi. I have a basic understanding of how mechanics work in physics, so thanks. I needed to hear that from you. I really, really did. So obviously, one of our main focuses is going to be the stray fairies, as always. I will admit I'm going to be a little bit more paranoid about this one than and the next dungeon too, especially, than any other. Get over to the edge. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed. Oh, come on. Break the pot. Yay. Now, you can't see it, but trust me, there's a fairy in there, and we got him, so that's good. We can actually go ahead and jump down in the water, though. A lot of our focus is going to be... Oh, crap. No, no. Get back on the edge. I made a dumb... Alright, there we go. Here, Mr. Fair. And boom. I'm going to be focusing a lot more on getting the fairies in this and the next dungeon, because I've played these two dungeons considerably less, especially the next dungeon, than the other ones, so I don't know the fairy locations as well as I probably should. So just keep that in mind, that I'm probably going to be focusing a little bit more than you're used to seeing. I know I tend not to focus at all and be kind of dumb and stuff, and I will still do that. Dumbness is still my main priority. I promise. But at the same time, I do want to actually not be, you know, awful at the game that I love so much. It is like, I remember when I was streaming this game, it was a big deal because some people talked about how bad I was at it, and there are parts in it that I'm definitely not the best at. As you guys have probably seen, what with the forgetting the fairies and... Actually, no, that wasn't even something with skill. That was just me being stupid. So, I don't even know if I can really count that, to be honest. But, like, regardless, I'm not the best gamer in the world. I make no claim to be. Truly, truly, I do not. But at the same time, it is my favorite game. So I feel like I know it better than average, but maybe not, like, the best in the world. Wow, that's a nice little texture clipping through the fairy mask. Whenever I open chests with a fairy mask, it freaks me out because of that. You get, like, a nice close-up of how... She looks like she's actually looking at you, too. It doesn't look like it's looking, like, at the map or anything. She looks like she's looking directly into your eyes. It's like a painting. You know, on a painting, the eyes will follow you? That's what it looks like. And it's creepy. And I don't like it. Come here, fairy. Is that everything in here? Yeah, okay. He found fairy, and that's the last one in this room. So, yeah, expect to see the stray fairy mask a lot. In this dungeon and the next dungeon. I don't really know how... I mean, I know it is possible, but... I don't see how anybody would actually go through any of these dungeons without the stray fairy mask. Is it creepy as all get out? Yeah. Do I hate it? Yeah. I'm really not a huge fan. But at the same time, like, I don't see myself succeeding without the stray fairy mask when it comes to getting the fairies. I honestly, truthfully do not. Alright. So we need to get over here. No, okay. Well, you know what, that... I don't even know what just happened there, but it works. I screwed it up by jumping in the water anyways, but sure, whatever. Get on top of the lily pad, Zlink. Thank you. I don't know if I can keep up this link thing. Alright. So we need to kill that. And kill that. There we go. Oops. I apparently felt the need to do a ninja kick. I don't know why. It happens. We gotta deal with it. We just have to live with that and go on with our lives. Alright. Get this little thing here. And I believe that should be stray fairy number 7. Yay. So look, we're already like halfway through the stray fairies. That's not too bad. That's not too bad if I do take the... Oops. Oh, whatever. You know what? We don't need it. Not too bad if I do say so myself. I'm happy with it. And we actually will be getting the special item relatively soon as well. Alright, so we need to kill these guys before we actually jump on the lily pads, because if you don't, they'll make your life a living hell. And it's really, 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 really annoying. So don't do it. And then we also need to come up here and kill this thing. And by kill, I mean break it open. Apparently pots are organic beings. To be fair, some of them in this game are organic beings, actually, now that I think about it, so... Uh-oh. You know what? Whatever, I'll take the hit. come over here and we shall get another nice big dungeon item. Nice big dungeon item. It's a nice, crisp compass. Actually, I think this video is going to be going up before that, but we did a John and Friends the other night, and it was hilarious. There's a guy that came on, we were playing Murder, which is a Gmod game. There's a guy that came on, and his username was, Alex is a nice, crisp meme. I don't know why, but that was just like the most hilarious thing we have ever heard in our entire lives. It's pretty funny. Oh God, no, let go of me, Monster Hand, no. Yo, thank you. Jeez, he doesn't even hurt you any. He just annoys you, which is actually more annoying than if he had actually hurt me. All right, I need to kill these things because they're gonna end up getting in the way. Go, leave me. You guys can't even hit me straight. Come on. Actually, you know what? I can't even hit you either, so I'm not really gonna call you out on that because it wouldn't be fair. Okay, see, and you actually hit me. Truth be told, you're doing better than me. Now get away from the stupid stretchy grabby hand. Cheater, get over here! Good God, chasing Deku Babas. That's really what I've been reduced to, chasing Deku Babas. Die, you stupid hand. Alright, come back, thank you. Boomerang. Nothing's working out like it's supposed to, and it's making me quite upset. With that, we get a small key, so we did need to do that first. You will notice that this dungeon, it's not really based around it, but it does have an awful lot of backtracking, which is one reason I don't like it that much. And I especially didn't like it as a kid. I never really finished that story, but yeah, as a kid, this was the dungeon that actually screwed me up to the point where I didn't finish the game. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna make that. I don't know what I did exactly, and honestly, I've never been able to recreate it. But I screwed up to the point where I couldn't figure out how to undo it. Because like I said, there's a lot of like switches to press and stuff like that in this dungeon. And I did them in the wrong order somehow. And like completely screwed it up to the point where I could not fix it. Like there was no legitimate way for me to actually fix it. So it was really, really bad. Just to be straight up, like, I remember I got to the end room, the one right before the dungeon boss, and couldn't actually finish it because I didn't do the switches right. And it completely ruined my feeling on this game because I remember I was already having problems with it. And I don't feel like, I mean, I was young, so saying that it was just because I was an idiot and stupid would, oh, really? Bombchu, you know what? It had to happen. I'm gonna let that one go, Bombchu, because you were just following your natural order of things, trying to blow stuff up for some reason. You know, troop. Oh God, I thought I fell again. Please, no, get up there. Okay, jeez, stop freaking me out, Zlink. But yeah, like this dungeon actually completely ruined my perspective on things in general in this game. And I don't think it's just because it's too difficult. I mean, I was young and probably, yeah, had a harder time with it now then than I do now. Dawn of the second day! We're actually running kind of late. But at the same time, like, it's still not just, like, super difficult. I don't feel like... Well, this is unproductive. There's nothing here. Oh, what was that? Oh. Oh, well, hello. How are you doing? Yes. This is actually one of my favorite mini-bosses in the game, though, to be fair. It's just very unique and actually makes me think a lot about the old 2D Zelda bosses. Because a few of those 2D Zelda bosses actually had this enemy, more or less. And seeing it in a 3D scope, while the fight itself is kind of annoying, just seeing it in a 3D scope is really neat to me, for some reason. There isn't really a good way to beat this guy, in my opinion. What I've found works best, is what you have to do is actually knock off all the little tadpoles, or whatever you want to call them here, eggs, things. You have to knock all these off and destroy enough of them to where when he opens his eye, you can actually, like, shoot it with an arrow. And I've noticed, you can probably hear my friggin' control stick rumbling around in the background. I've noticed that the fastest way to beat this guy is, at least that I've found, is to get up under him and just kind of tank some hits and spin blast the crap out of everything. Because once you destroy enough of them, you don't have to actually destroy all of them or anything like that. But the problem is, like, one hit will knock them off, and the second hit will actually kill them. So a lot of time you end up knocking the things off without actually killing them any. We knocked out a good many, so hopefully we can... No, stop with the Z target. Stop with the Z target. I need to hit his eye. No, you stupid fools. Apparently we left like one whole side undone. Oh, no, no. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Once we do this enough times, he will actually, jeez. Sorry, I forgot. No, I don't want to get hit. This is actually one of the reasons I picked up the fairy, because I have died on this boss before, actually, and it's my own fault. The boss itself, it's not hard to avoid damage or anything, but it's because of my little tank hit strategy. Oh, no, stupid. Ugh, stop doing what you're supposed to do, you stupid tadpole bubble things. There we go. Once we hit him in the eye enough times, he'll actually drop all these things off, and the fight gets a lot easier. A lot easier, actually. Come on, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I was aiming for. So when he does that, okay, get out of the way. He's gonna start slamming around in the walls and all that. So what we need to do, first off, is kill all these things. They are way up in our way. Good gosh. Everybody go die. Everybody. No, you too. Steve. Okay. Once he starts doing that, we need to just go stay in a corner. And the reason why, Steve, thank you. Once you're in a corner, he actually can't hit you. So, yeah, it gets considerably easier. Then all we do is basically wait for the right time and shoot the crap out of his eye. That's it. It's altogether, the boss fight could have been a little bit harder, honestly. But at the same time, I don't know. Is that it? Yep, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. He blew up. The boss fight could have been a little bit harder, but I mean, it's just cool to see a relatively well-known 2D Zelda boss be in a 3D realm. It's really neat. I love it when they do that, actually. They've done that in a few different games. But it's just really awesome to me. And our prize for our long, long battle is the Ice Arrow. Now you can freeze enemies and objects. Try it everywhere. That was an odd voice I did as well. Ugh, excuse me. I'm actually going to go break some of these spots to see if I can get some hearts back, too. That'll work. I'm not particularly worried about damage too much, because that's the enemy that damage you, that I've taken the most damage on in this entire playthrough. And in really all of my playthroughs, that's the enemy I take the most damage on, including the final boss. Just because, like, it's easiest, it's fastest, I should say, to tank all the hits and all that. Alright, so now that we did that, what we need to do is come back over here to where these friggin' Octoroks were friggin' shooting us with friggin' rocks. Shot from Octos, that's kind of where they got the name from. I don't know if you noticed that or not. Shut up, Tatl, I already know what you're gonna say. You can freeze enemies by blah 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 blah. If you could somehow step on top of that Octorok, I bet you'd be able to climb under the pillar. But the Octorok is so squishy, it keeps skirming around. There's gotta be shut up. Oh, well, you know what? I took a hit for that too. There we go. So conveniently, the Octoroks, if you shoot them with an ice arrow, actually freeze into a very flat, even, well-cut ice block that you can jump on. But we did that so we can do this and then press the switch, or pull the switch in this case, and then we got ourselves water. More water, basically. But I mean, it's whatever. It had to be done. Yay! So that's pretty much half the dungeon done at this point. I am going to push this episode a little bit longer since we have, in addition to the boss fight and everything, in the next episode when we actually finish. Let me check and see if there's a fairy in here, actually, real quick. I don't remember for sure. See, this is what I was... Oh, that was such an awesome dolphin. Awesome dolphin. Awesome dolphin. Awesome dolphin. Okay. That was, okay, yeah, I thought so. Wow, good freestyle, man. Oh, I thought I was going to roll out of the way and be cool, but I wasn't. I'm so sorry. I'm not cool. I just want to be cool for the people watching. Alas, it is not meant to be. Alright, so that actually spits us back out here, and that's pretty much all we can do in the main room for the moment. We need to go and actually reverse the water flow, and we need to do that by coming over here. Oh, I'm so good at dolphining. You guys have no idea how good at dolphining I actually am, but I'm actually very good at dolphining. Although I dolphined into the wrong spot, so that, you know, maybe not quite as good as I wanted to be, but whatever. I'm okay with that. Get on top of the thing. Thank you. We need to go back into the first room we were in and actually reverse the polarity of the water. Is that the correct terminology? I don't think it is, but you know what? Whatever. We're gonna do it. All right. So there's a few ways to actually do this. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. We need to do something else first. Excuse me. Excuse me. I apologize. I made a dumb mistake, so I'm sorry for that. What we actually need to do is jump on top of this thing for an easy little ride over here, so that we can freeze the waterfall here and actually get the get out of the link mask, or get on the link. You know what I mean? Freeze the water. So this is kind of the mechanic I was talking about that's kind of annoying. The little waterfalls like that. Actually, that's not what we're supposed to do either. Well, crap. What I meant to say, obviously, was that we needed to come back to the room where we got the dungeon map for. This actually does bring up a pretty good point. Whenever you get lost in this dungeon, and it probably will happen because the dungeon itself is laid out kind of confusingly, as water dungeons usually are, the trick I've learned in my old age, in my wisdom, is basically to follow the pipe. That's what I did. You can see that the pipe here, the red ones, actually shows the water going through it, and it doesn't on this end, and we need the water to go through it. So if you follow the pipe, it'll normally lead you to the switch you need to do. So, yeah. I will say this entire room right here, in my opinion, is a little bit unnecessary, though. I am inside the block! That's not good! Not good at all. This entire room is kind of weirdly unnecessary, but also kind of not, because in backtracking fashion, as it has made us do several times in this game, in this dungeon specifically. Alright, bomb shoot, go ahead and blow up. There you go. Have a heart, I'll live. Literally. It's trying to lead you back to another room, the room we actually got the compass in. And it's doing that... Sorry, I had to fix my wind screen on my microphone. It's doing that because there's another room we actually need to go to in order to get the boss key, which we will be doing in this episode. We're actually... That's probably where we're going to finish the episode, is there. Alright. So we need to go back there, which is through here, I believe. Oh, turn around. Zora, you're not good at turning on a dime there, are you? Although you're good at everything else, man. You really, really are. I love your swimming mechanics. They're so good. We're going back to the room we got the compass in. So now that we have the ice arrows, we can actually do one more thing there. God, I'm so good at dolphining. I love it. Dolphining is one of my favorite pastimes. You heard me. Now that we got the ice arrows, we can actually go over here. Pretty easily. The whole mechanic of shooting the ice arrows in the water to make platforms is kind of annoying, but it's not awful. It's one of those that it's annoying, but I see what they're going for, and its level of coolness is just slightly more than its level of annoyingness, so I kind of just let it pass. The switching from fire arrows to ice arrows, which is something we're about to have to do in this room here a lot, is what really bothers me. Oh, wait, no, this is another boss fight. Excuse me. I was wrong. It's another room I'm thinking about. I don't know this dungeon as well as I do the others. I'm sorry. Hello, Frogman. We fought a Frogman like you before, I do believe. Alright. So, a little bit different than the Frogman we fought before in this one. We just have to shoot him with an arrow, as always. I tend to use fire arrows. I don't even think they do any real extra damage or anything, but... Oh, God. Roll out of the way. See, what we gotta do is trick him into falling, and actually... There we go. Use the ice arrow. No, see target. There we go. As soon as he gets up, use the ice arrows to make him fall again. And shut up! It's very cool. Very cool it is. And we just shoot him with another arrow. It's that easy. The little cutscene where he actually hits you, though, is kind of epic. Fall. No, 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 no. Oh, Jesus. Barely missed that one. Oh, you almost saw the cutscene. Oops. Nope. If you shoot him before he goes all the way back up, he'll actually just spread back out when he falls down. That's usually how I end up getting hit in this boss fight, is that happening. So let's try and avoid that if at all possible. That'd be nice. No, jeez. Thank you. Can I get another hit? No. Oh, come on. You totally could have smacked him with your sword. Smack him with your sword. Slap him with your sword. As I am so fond of saying. Jeez, I'm cutting that way too close. It can actually be kind of hard to dodge sometimes. We're doing pretty good, though. We'll have him done pretty soon. And we'll probably call the episode after I get the boss key. Come here. Come. Yeah, there you go. Is that it? Nope, one more. Alright, fine. Hopefully just one more. This entire fight can get a little bit repetitive. I don't know why I love cutting that so close, but I really do. Surprised that he hadn't actually got me yet. Knock on wood. Although I think this may be the last hit, so maybe I'll actually get through this without taking any damage. Bam! Look at you! You're dead, Frogman! And just like the other Frogman, another frog pops up. Frog, 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 frog. Again, that could be really misconstrued with my accent. I should probably be careful about that. So you may notice that the door that opened was not the one we came in. There's a reason for that. They want you to come get the boss key. Which is right here. They don't even want to leave it up to chance. They make you come get the boss key. Alright. So with that, that's actually going to be it for this episode. We got the boss key. We got a whole lot done, really, in the dungeon. So I'm pretty happy with that. So, today's daily question. I want to know what your least favorite dungeon in Zelda is. Mine's actually not your stereotypical answer. I'm sure Water Temple or Great Bay Temple is going to come up a lot. My least favorite is actually one from Link's Awakening. It's a game that took me like 6 years to beat altogether because I kept getting... I glitched the dungeon itself out. I think it was Eagle's Tower, if I remember right. I glitched the dungeon out and made it unbeatable. So, yeah. that's probably my least favorite dungeon ever, just because I have really bad memories associated with it. So leave your answer in the comments, we'll talk about it and have a good old time. As always, like if you like, leave a comment, tell me what I did right, what I did wrong. Subscribe if you want to see more, and please share with friends. Now I'll see you guys next time in Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. See you guys next time.